It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. So here are the 49ers now with a long field ahead. Led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
His ability to adjust on the unmatched in the game right now, because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Purdy toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Samuel. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Stephon Gilmore, he was around defensively there, who really blew that play up before it got started.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass. You don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. On 2nd down, here's Debo. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Got his target, Samuel. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 47 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. This is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on the opening drive, Charles. He looks cool, he looks calm, he looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much at a younger level now, way more so than what we saw when guys came into the league when you and I came through.
And also just the way, in particular to him, Charles, how he handles himself in meetings. Just so professional, mature. Looks like he's been in the league 5 years.
Yeah, he cares about the game. He cares about his performance, and it's showing.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Purdy being chased out left. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Brock Purdy, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Niners will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield, try and find a receiver, or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there. The touchdown. Here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Holding, offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he rifles one incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now Prescott. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so. Wide to the left. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action, now Purdy. That ball caught, Brandon Ayuk. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
That would give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. McCaffrey fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Niners go up by 2 touchdowns. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just 1 play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends were on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Prescott now. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. We'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 26. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Come on, let's go. Let's go take this.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And there'll be a break in the action here because Prescott is going to use a timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Prescott on first down. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks from 13 yards out. And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Yeah, you heard it, right?
Exhale.
You heard the exhale, and I'm taking that from their bench because finally, right before the half, they find a way to get the ball in the end zone and get some points on the board. Maybe they can use that to kickstart them for the second half.
Yeah, just to get something before going into the lockers. And now in the second half, they can just tighten.
That's what they want to do. Tighten down everything they're doing, and it maybe explode at the right time.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Prescott caught on the slant. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now here's Pollard. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Now Prescott. Forced out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports halftime report. First, though, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Cowboys. And despite the fact that they're down on the scoreboard, they were able to have some success throwing the football in that opening half. Meanwhile, for the Niners, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott, he'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 41, Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And the Cowboys.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing, Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Second down at 4. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And some room to run now. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Prescott. It's caught left side by Cooks. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
Holding, offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Prescott. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 14. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Free kick out of bounds.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Here's Purdy. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers, but in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
The Niners on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Shotgun now with Purdy. That's Samuel, caught left side. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Brandon Cooks and the rest of the offensive crew trotting back into place out there. He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
Well, look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards. Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Elliott going to get it again on second down. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. They'll start out here with the option left. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. He's going to keep this again. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, 1st down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Here's Purdy. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Purdy to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Oh, boy, this sets up for a huge call now on 4th down because you can try the long field goal, you can go for it, or you can punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now Dak. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. Guys, this game's felt a bit weird all along the whole way through, and no better play maybe exemplifies that weirdness than that safety right there.
Gardner, you've got a tie game and time running out. You've got to be ultra careful down on that end of the field, and this could very well be the play that decides this football game.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. On 3rd down, it's Debo. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.